Alright, ready?
Yep.
Silently count down in your head from 5.
Okay, there's no way. That's not gonna work out.
Okay, 3.
No, 2.
3.
Oh.
Huh?
No, we're just gonna call the countdown part inside the video. F it.
Oh,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yo!
Hello!
That worked perfectly.
Welcome, guests, to Sinister Sips, a dastardly debriefing where we spill the tea. We are the VTuber villain group Hysteria, and we will be your hosts this evening. Hello, my name is tempomaou. I'm a Demon Lord VTuber that specializes in competitive games, and I also love playing social deception games.
Hello, my name is corvuskuro, or you can call me Kuro. I play League, I play Apex. I used to play Marvel Rivals, I guess, and then recently I've been getting into Monster Hunter.
My name is anjuvalse. I usually play FPS games. I'm a Lion VTuber. I've been addicted to Marvel as of lately, and I've also been getting into Monster Hunter. It's a lot of fun.
Hello, I'm Hikaru. I'm a Wolf VTuber. I stream mostly IDV and Limbus Company now.
So, getting right into the first topic for this episode, we'll be talking about highlights and lowlights of the week. Anything cool that's happened, anything bad that's happened. So for me, the highlight of the week is basically just, I had a super productive week, but it felt like really fast. You ever have those weeks where you're just like, go, 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 you like wake up, you like hop into something, you hop out, you hop into something else, you just like project, collab, and then all of a sudden the week is gone. That's basically how my week was.
I hate it when it moves too fast, though.
Same.
Yeah. And to be honest, time has been moving too fast in general. Like, I don't know what's going on, but as of recording, we're over 2 weeks into March. Like, how? March has felt so fast, especially compared to, like, January. I've heard the general consensus is, like, January felt pretty slow, and then February and March has been a blur. What are your thoughts on that?
It kind of has been. I agree.
Yeah. Maybe it's because there's fewer days in February, like a whole 3 less days.
Maybe, but I think for me, it went really fast because I've just been doing the same thing every day of just logging into Monster Hunter. Like, yeah, I mean, like every single day, you know, I'm just doing something. Like it just moves way too fast.
All right, we found the rotter. Kuro just self-reported he's been rotting too hard playing video
I've been
games.
fermenting.
You're growing roots in your chair, bro. You ain't going nowhere. You're planted in the ground. For the low light of the week, this one's a lot more exciting. So, because of you three, I have learned that I have developed a phobia. And you already know what this is, because I briefly talked about it. But yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. Chapodophobia maybe? I don't know. But it's the fear of octopi. Mainly the underside of them. So when we were playing Monster Hunter off stream last week, we fought, his name was what, Shuwu? Something like that? I
Yeah, Shu or something.
I hate that guy. So we're fighting him, and then everything was like pretty chill, pretty fine. He reminded me of the fire octopus, and then all of a sudden, Shuwu decides to turn on his side and like open his tentacles, like just spread, like full spread eagle in front of my camera, and it jump scared the hell out of me. I did not like seeing the teeth lining his tentacles. I did not like seeing his mouth, and I did not like him jetting at me at Mach 7. I had like a visceral reaction because you guys remember I was screaming in the call. Like it wasn't like whoa, it was like terrified screaming. I can't actually do it right now on command, but I was like genuinely terrified of that thing.
You did seem very uncomfortable, yes.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, I don't like that. I don't like what it just did.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That attack pattern is not okay. They should take that out of the game now. I'm not hunting that guy ever again. But yeah, no, I didn't really know that I had that until just then. And I looked up like chapodiphobic images later that night. And I was like, oh yeah, no, these actually trigger me. Like they elicit a response inside of me that I can't explain besides just like super uncomfortable, but also like super fearful. Like I just do not like them. So
I was gonna ask,
I hate that guy.
is it leaning more towards like fear or disgust?
Fear.
Like ew.
Like
Okay.
it terrifies. It makes me very like unsettled and uncomfortable.
Is it like the little teeth that are like close together that makes you feel that way?
Yeah, I definitely don't like that part. But I looked at like images of octopi in real life that don't have the teeth. It's just their suckers, and it still gave me the same kind of feeling.
Oh.
I do not like the underside of them. I don't mind when it's just chilling and it has like that big bobblehead. I'm fine attacking that all day. As soon as it turns over, I am not a fan anymore.
You're turning around and going back to base.
Literally, I'm out of here. I'm hitting escape and going back to camp, frame 1. And the thing is, I was showing the pictures to people on stream as well. I was like, chat, what do you guys think of this? And most of the response is actually, yummy, calamari. I'm like, guys, fucking
Yes.
around too hard. Stop making no. Stop. It's
Yeah.
not yummy. It doesn't look good. It does not look tasty. It looks scary. So that was something that interested me. I thought people would just have a normal reaction, like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird looking, but yeah, no, that's the different routes you can go. You can be either it's normal, it looks like food, or you're terrified, and I took the terrified route.
If it makes you feel any better, you're the first person that I know that has that fear.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah.
It's apparently pretty niche.
Okay, what about what's it called? Trypophobia? Trypophobia?
Is that the one with the
Like the
holes?
one with the
Oh,
yeah, the
the
one
one
with the
with,
small
like-
holes. Like
It's definitely uncomfortable, not really a fear.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. I would say I would agree that it's uncomfortable, but I don't know. Like I wouldn't classify it as a fear of mine, if that makes sense.
You'd probably associate it more with a fear if it's like used in a horror setting. Like if we were playing Backrooms and there's like a trypophobic like room or like area, then all of a sudden you're like, okay, now
hell
that's scary.
no.
Yeah, but if you just look at the images of it, I can see how that's like uncomfortable but not scary. I don't have any reaction to it. I think they're fine. I don't care about small holes.
I don't know why. It's just like it's not a fear. I would say, at least for me, it's more like a ew, that's nasty type of feeling.
It's definitely uncanny, if nothing else.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that shouldn't be like that. Oh, what about Swiss cheese? Swiss cheese got a bunch of holes.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
there's
think that's
not
fine.
that many holes in Swiss cheese.
Not the fact that it has holes. It's just the idea that there's something in them. You know, that's what bothers me.
Ooh, okay. I know there's there's images
yeah.
where the holes are like slightly filled and it looks like there's something in there like seeds, or sometimes like they can do like mini eyes in a horror situation. Like that would probably trip me out.
That is exactly what you described is what I was thinking about. That makes me like, ugh.
That's a very visceral reaction. And you were just thinking about it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Aside from that, I think the only thing that bothers me, like, I guess heights, like really, really, really tall heights. I get vertigo really easily.
I almost think that's like instinctual. It's probably okay to be afraid of heights because like if you fall, you kind of die.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty reasonable fear.
You kind of die. What about you guys, you Kuro and Hikaru? Do you guys have any phobias, any fears?
think I've gotten better now, but for the longest time I had arachnophobia. Like seeing like spiders just freaked me the heck out. But in my like second year of college, I was renting a room out in this house, and they had like a window that was broken and open, and so like
Oh no.
spiders would come in all the time, and like I'd wake up to a spider crawling on the wall, and there'd be like spiders on the ceiling, and like they would like lay eggs. Like you'd see like it was so gross, but like that kind of got me used to them a little bit. And now when I see them, I was like, oh, it's a spider. I should kill that.
Dude,
Now
wait,
I
we need to
know
have an
why you vouch
intervention.
for exposure therapy.
Yeah, are you
now I know why
okay?
Yeah, just do it, bro. Just get in there.
I'm like at 2 a.m. after gaming, I'd like turn on the lights and I see a spider up there, and I like rush to my landlord that was like across the second floor to ask him to help me kill it. And if that didn't happen, I would just go into the kitchen and just stay there for the night. That's happened
No way.
before. I've bought like the
Like-
Raid like spider spraying things. I've gassed my room up and then like just have that gas loom in the room while I'm outside like waiting for it to go away.
Bigger spiders in particular, or like just any spider.
The darker they are, the more freaky it is.
Okay, fair enough.
He's been
Like, if they
fighting
were,
this
like-
secret war against spiders, and we had no idea.
For real.
Brothers live with them.
Yeah, I also think I wouldn't say I had arachnophobia. I just kind of have moderate fears. Like I don't like bugs in general. Bugs are kind of gross. I don't like heights. I don't like the ocean. The ocean kind of sucks. Like I think it would suck to get stranded in the middle of the ocean. There's there's a lot of things in the ocean, a lot of bad things. I don't really have a lot of like irrational fears. I feel like having a fear of heights and a fear of like the ocean and bugs bigger than your hand are probably like rational fears.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. All right, what about claustrophobia? Tight spaces? You gonna go cave diving, spelunking, or what?
Hell
No,
no.
that's stupid.
Hell no.
Dude, I've
See
been
the
seeing
cave
these
diving
memes. Yeah, they're so freaking funny. Like, oh, your wife's in the hospital. You're gonna get your third son, and you're in the cave, like head first inside, like the most impossible cave ever.
Cave divers. There's like someone takes the like is going to take a dump, and then you see someone put a pair of shoes next to the toilet. It just disappears.
Yes,
Anytime
those are
cave
so
diver
funny.
sees a crack.
Yes, I have seen those series of memes. Those are so good. I saw one where it's like the cave divers when you tell them that they can dive inside themselves or whatever through their own butt, and the dude's like inverted into himself.
What? I've never seen that.
Yeah, he's like curled
What?
into himself. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Honestly, that's such a stupid. I don't understand why people will want to go cave diving. I keep getting those on my For You page on TikTok. Like this group dove into this cave and crawled down this narrow, this like 2 centimeter thing, trying to squeeze their body through it. And I'm like, why?
They must get something out of it, no?
It's got to be thrill. Like it has to be like it's something that people don't often do, and they get to be special, right? It can't be anything more than that. It's not like they're getting anything tangible like gold. They're not like digging for treasure. They're just going in a tight, narrow space and then crawling back out. And to that, I say, hell nah. What is wrong with you?
Fun?
For
Ride a
fun?
roller coaster or something. Go to Disney World. What the heck?
Yeah, go somewhere and do it safe, bro. If you're gonna do something for fun, I don't know, play a video game or something.
True.
That easy. And you know what? Zero
Hop on
risk.
Monster Hunter.
That's right. Hop on Monster Hunter with your boys.
We destroyed everything in Monster Hunter. We like
Yep.
breezed through every monster.
Yeah,
Yep.
actually.
Holy shit.
Full rinse, no wipe.
I wonder who died the most. I think I'm up there. I'm not gonna lie. Towards the end, I
maybe you
died
or me.
quite a few times.
Maybe. Well, I'm ranged, so I only died like once.
I died 0 because I'm a coward. If I took more than 40% health, I potioned. I was topping up after every hit, bro. If I got hit once, I'm like backing up. Okay, potion. Okay, whetstone. Okay, now I'm back in. And just let you guys take all the damage. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
No, I did not notice it. I have this shitty mindset.
I was too
of,
busy
like,
hitting the monster, bro.
I have this shitty mindset of like, yeah, I'm 1 HP, but surely the monster will die before I get hit again. Smile.
This guy won't hit me. I'll
Surely.
counterattack.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the
Yeah,
mini-map. There's no
I'll
skull
counter this
emoji.
one.
Surely he'll die, though.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I got this counterattack. I'm about to parry this thing and then die. Like, oh, well.
That's the
That
Giga
didn't
Chat way
work
of
out.
going down, though. Either parry or die trying.
Like, Kuro in the last boss,
Mhm.
when he did like his like one-shot move, and I just died, and he goes, "Did you try to parry that?" I'm like, maybe.
I have so many things that happened this week, but
Mhm.
I wouldn't call any of them like lowlights per se.
Mhm.
I had this yami nabe thing where people put in like a bunch of different ingredients in, like there'd be like sugar cookies, there'd be king crab, there'd be what's it called, a chamoy pickle, soy milk, they put Mountain Dew.
Okay, what is this? Sounds like the
Uh,
forbidden hot pot.
Yeah, exactly, that is what it is.
Oh god.
And you put like so many things, like crickets in there, you put
Bro,
What?
Wagyu beef,
Disgusting.
I'm honestly surprised you're here with us right now.
licorice.
After-
Right?
Did you at least eat it? I feel like that's a waste
Oh,
of
I
food.
ate it. I ate it. All right. There was a whelk in there. There was like fish, just a bunch of things mashed together. At one point, like the pot was like smoking. Like the sugar at the bottom was like burning, and you can see like bubbles of smoke, black smoke coming out.
Dude, imagine if it gave off like a green smoke or like hue or something.
Oh,
You know
no.
it's bile, you know it's
We put,
poison.
like pop rock in there too. We put
Alchemy.
like pop rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
bro.
put a whole cake in there too.
What the fuck, dude?
Wait, how big is this pot?
It's like a hot pot, maybe like 15 inches wide or diameter, something like that.
You stuck like
How
13
many-
ingredients in a whole cake?
Yep, apparently.
Yeah, we needed to put a lot of water in there so that it didn't just solidify.
Ew.
This is so cursed.
And how many people ate from that?
Oh, we put a Big Mac in there too. Like 6 people. A
Do
Big
you know
Mac
of
without
anyone, like,
cheese. Sorry.
Did everyone survive? Like, were they all good after that?
I mean, most people gave up halfway. Like they just stopped eating, but like a couple of us just kept going at it.
The
Like
troopers.
as long as it wasn't like toxic, I was still eating.
That sounds
actually
pretty
just built
toxic.
different.
Are you sure?
Yeah, how do you know if
you
that's
actually built
toxic or
different.
not?
It might have been toxic, but I had an Alka-Seltzer ready, so I think that saved me. Not gonna lie.
There's no way.
Yeah, we were supposed to put citric acid into the pot, but we didn't have that readily available, so we just put in a tablet of Alka-Seltzer in there.
Okay.
Might as well just
Oh, we had
dump it.
lobster and tapioca in there too. Yeah, I have it pulled up here. Baby octopus, breaded
Good.
fish sticks, shepherd's pie, truffle oil.
Dude, you just put
Popcorn.
everything you could find.
Yeah,
Like you just
yeah.
holy shit.
It was crazy.
Or you might
It
as
was
well
so
just
fun.
like put some Pepto Bismol in it. It'll take care of the stomachache afterwards.
Yeah,
That's right. I
true.
like that logic.
That
That's boy logic.
was fun.
That was fun,
And
he said.
it
He
was
ended
fun.
that with that was fun. Bro, you and all of them that were involved should get arrested. Like, that's straight to prison. What is wrong with you?
I mean, if you think about it, it's a unique experience, right? Like,
Yeah,
Right.
and crimes are also a unique experience, are they not? You only get to rob a
fucking
bank
fair.
once.
Fucking fair.
Prison! Go straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And he went home and went
Oh.
straight back to gaming.
I
True.
did. I went to play Monster Hunter afterwards.
Priorities.
Like nothing happened. Yeah.
Well, did anything good happen?
Oh wait, was
Well,
that
yeah,
the good thing?
that was the good thing.
That was the
That was
good
the
thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a good
nah.
thing.
Alright.
It was.
Okay, what's
Oh,
the
and
bad
also,
thing then?
actually, before that even happened,
Uh-huh.
before that stream, I had to get the Big Mac with no cheese, right?
Right.
And they were doing a event. They were doing an event with Pokemon
Mm.
at McDonald's.
Mhm.
And they were doing I got a pack of cards actually.
Let's go.
I have yet to open.
Are you gonna open it on stream?
I'm not sure. Should I open it now?
Yeah, you should open it now. Podcast exclusive.
Oh shit.
Okay, podcast exclusive. I'm gonna turn on my webcam.
Wait, make a little heart, with your fingers. Hell yeah! There we go.
Okay, how am I gonna do it? All right. I'm opening it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice, Rayquaza.
This is the package, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, another story. Actually, so you had to order a Happy Meal to get it, right?
Uh-huh.
So I got one, but they gave it to me before they gave me the order. So when I went to get the order, I had this in my hand. I grabbed it. I was gonna grab the Happy Meal, right? And then the guy in the front was like, "Oh, you already have one." And at that moment, I didn't think much of it. I was like, "Yeah, I got it." And then he opens the bag and takes out another one, and then brings it back. I was like,
No.
"Oh, fuck! I could have just
could've
grabbed
had
another one."
two.
You
Could've
could
had
have two.
Yeah, you should have slipped that in your pocket.
But then, as I was leaving, on the table, and nobody was there, there was another pack with the
And you left it
yogurt
there.
on it. Somebody left it there.
Mm.
And
Oh.
I was with Tomo, and I was also with Sei, because we were gonna go to the collab together, and I was like, "Dang, it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Did we just do it?"
Yeah, you should have swiped it.
No, I shouldn't. Like, it's not a good idea.
What would Team Rocket do? They would swipe that instantly.
Tomo was like, "If you want it, I'm gonna grab it." I was like, okay, I just grab it. And I felt really bad because what if there was a kid out there that forgot to grab it?
Kuro's got a big heart.
Welcome to the real world, buddy.
What if they're like, "Mama, I want this," but then they left it, you know?
Yes.
I felt so bad, but
Yeah.
You know how they've like
What would
posted
Gary
daily
Oaks
charts of like lawful
would Gary
and chaotic or whatever? Kuro's definitely lawful good.
He is. Kuro's too lawful good for us. I would make like Meowth and swipe that shit.
I would have
Right.
left it there as well, to be honest.
Here we go.
Oh shit.
Oh, I forgot it's like this.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh my god, you get some stickers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
Yeah, you get an activity sheet too. So you can like put the stickers on there and fill in the empty slots, and it's a poster on the other side.
What
Oh.
the heck?
Yeah, it's a high value collab.
Aw,
They went
so
all in.
cute.
Yeah.
This is kind of hype.
All
And
right.
then here's the pack.
Mm-hmm. Dragon Knight pack.
Okay. How do people open this like properly without accidentally ripping the cards.
It's hard because
like
the McDonald's ones are lower quality.
Oh, is that true? There's usually like a little slit in
It's
the
like-
back, like.
It's like paper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Wait,
Well-
the first card is like already OP.
He's so excited. Dragon. That might be the
Oh my
chase card.
God!
That might actually be the chase card. Give me a
Would
second.
that actually be the chase?
Wait.
I don't know. Is it good?
How
I
do
don't
we know?
how
How do we know? How do we
That's
know?
kinda good.
How do we know? How do we know?
It has 180 health and it does 180 damage. I feel
Oh,
like that's a little broken.
No, I think there's like a Pokemon with like 400 HP.
Dude,
nowadays.
listen. That card pays for a Happy Meal by itself. It's like $5 to
It's
$7.
$14?
No.
Oh.
A Happy Meal's like
Oh,
$6.
that's pretty good, you know.
Wait, our
yeah,
whole
that's pretty
Happy
good.
Meal is expensive as heck.
Yeah, white Y.
Oh,
Ooh,
no,
Umbreon.
No.
Umbreon's nice too.
Umbreon.
Mhm.
Okay. Trash. Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Jigglypuff.
Okay.
Oh,
Quagsire. Is that it? I have
lower
no
than
idea.
trash.
You don't like Quagsire?
That's
Okay.
it.
Well, the Dragonite's
Wait, why
huge.
was
It's
there
only
only
4
card in the
cards.
front? Yeah.
That's only 4 cards.
Nice.
I mean, I think it's pretty good considering.
Yeah.
For only 4 cards, you got a Dragonite.
Mm-hmm.
Double, you know?
Yeah, and I never know what to do with these cards because like I suck at collecting stuff.
Yeah.
Lost
So you just like put it somewhere and lose it. Is that what
Yeah,
happens?
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I feel that too.
A couple weeks ago, I went back to my parents' place,
Mhm.
and she found my DS that I had. It was like a Nintendo with like Nintendo like DS X Zelda collab, where it's like a
Mhm.
golden 3DS.
Mhm.
Apparently, it's like worth like 1.5K.
Sheesh.
What the heck?
Yeah, and I was about to throw it out because I misplaced
like
it.
People buy like the craziest stuff just for like that small hit of nostalgia, and I could not.
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy to me.
Well, my highlight, I guess, is I got 69% win rate on my Magic Alt account in Marvel Rivals. Hell
Let's
yeah.
go. Nice.
There we go. That's the highlight.
You're not allowed to play anymore. You got to keep the 6-9.
Yep.
Yeah. Go
Yep.
next season.
And I guess for my low light of the week, actually no, my highlight would be different. Sorry, it would be on Thursday. I think I had a really good day. I had someone very generous do something that I was not expecting for me, which is definitely the nicest things that have happened to me in a really long time.
Aw.
So I was really happy about that. And well, I decided to celebrate. I might have done a little bit of drinking
Mm-hmm.
for the occasion. And yeah, that was awesome. And I guess for my low light, I'm gonna get busy, I guess. Just literally tomorrow.
Mhm.
I have to start grinding IRL again. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, the hardest game. The hardest game to climb in. IRL.
yeah, IRL.
Mhm.
Highlight of the week: I finally kicked off my Limbus Company channel.
Hey,
That was
let's
nice.
go.
Oh, hell
Congrats. Pop that up on the screen. Subscribe. There
It
we go.
took forever for me to get started.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly because like just having to backlog so much extra content for it is it's busy work, but it's a good kind of busy. So that was pretty great. Now I'm publishing videos on it like every other day. Low light of the week.
You didn't drink with
Alright.
me.
You didn't ask. What do you mean?
Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Little 1v1 on the
I
set.
still have that ticket, by the way. I can use it whenever.
Who you
That's
betting on,
true.
Kuro? Get the popcorn.
I can use it right now.
Wait, what's the ticket?
He gave me, so my birthday present, he gave me a ticket that I can make him drink with me whenever.
What?
That's a
that
good
one day.
ticket.
Drink.
Yeah.
Mhm. They're
So we might be seeing Drunk Hikaru soon. Smile.
I don't think I've ever been like drunk enough to
Oh, that's a
do anything
challenge.
crazy.
We need to do drunk repo.
Yes.
Like, imagine
Yeah,
how
I'm
much
just
fun
like-
it- that was already so fun. We gotta do some kind of social game
We
like
should do
that.
Wait, we should do that. We should do that.
We
do
should
that.
100% do drunk repo.
I'm down for
Repo
that.
was super fun. I haven't been drunk enough to like get a hangover or like get a-
Really? Never?
I
Like, never
experienced
ever?
that quite
Never had a
recently.
hangover. Mm-mm.
You, but you experienced a hangover?
Yeah. I think it
Was
was
it your
with
first
you
one?
too, bro. Yeah.
No way.
Really?
Oh shit.
He's getting old.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
Oh, he's
I
still
swear.
young. Don't tell him he's old.
Yeah,
He's
you got
still
time.
young.
You got time to
My
experience
knee
more.
was aching last week too. Like,
Oh shit,
over
true.
for
Wait,
me.
never
It's
mind.
over
Okay, yeah, it's
It's
cooked. It's cooked.
It's second puberty. GG.
I've never heard it described as that.
All right, then I have an idea. I'm gonna start planning. I'm gonna get you guys bring the funny juice. Disclosure and things. I don't drink that much. Okay, some people have been thinking
It
that.
kind of seems like
apparently
you
I have
do,
an issue.
though.
I
Oh,
know.
The
I know,
last
I
two
keep trying
times
to-
I saw you, you were drinking. Hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
2
yeah.
out of 2
Okay, yeah, yeah.
times. That's 100% drink rate.
Pause. Okay, so like I guess 5 or 6 years ago, I used to go out a lot. So, but now I'm reformed.
Mm.
I
He's
am
a
reformed
party
person.
animal.
He used to be a retired party animal, but he still has that fire in him. I can feel it.
Dude, I can't drink for shit anymore. Like I with a few like I don't know, like 3 or 4 glasses, I'm already like, ooh, it's starting to get funny.
That's good. You don't have to pay as much at a bar.
Yeah, that is true.
Mhm.
I get to save more money.
Did I see my highlight and low light already?
Yeah.
I already forgot.
Yes, that you kicked off your channel.
Oh, nice.
True.
Low light. What happened this week? Low light is I don't remember anything anymore. I have
Yeah, that's.
Alzheimer's.
Oh
That's wild.
no, Unk has Alzheimer's, bro. He goes to Google symptoms of Alzheimer's, and the link is purple. It is what it is.
No.
Rip Unk memory.
Punk memory is doomed.
It is. So, getting into the next topic of this episode, why you wanted to be a VTuber in general. So, a little bit of backstory, a little bit of lore, what inspired your VTuber form, and what changes have you made to your VTuber from when you first started. So, I will go first. Why I wanted to be a VTuber in general is because I really liked the technology behind it. I thought it was super cool. I was already kind of like a PNG tuber on accident because I didn't have a webcam. I used to stream on a laptop, so it was really hard for me to be a webcam streamer, even though I could have gone that route. I would not have minded, but I really fell in love with Bongo Cat, which was a mouse tracker avatar back in the day, like 2019, 2020. I know some people still use it, but it was really cool. You got to be like a little expressive with it. And then when I saw VTubing in its full form, I'm like, yo, this just like blows my mind, right? So I was like super excited to learn more about it, the technology behind it. I got VTube Studio on my phone and just like started doing face tracking with the default avatar. And that's when I was hooked. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. So I started working on like the brand, the identity, the theme, things like that. I borrowed themes from isekai, like demon lords in popular anime, because I just really like that trope. I think the characters are funny. I took the vibe of Gilgamesh from Fate. I thought he was like really cool, and like the kingly vibe. So I wanted to be like both a
W.
yeah, he's sick,
Not
right?
seem like Gilgamesh at all, though.
I know,
I don't think Gilgamesh vibes.
No, personality wise, I completely agree. I just wanted to go with like that theme of like kingliness, right? Royalty, but also being like a goofy guy because that's kind of how most of the demon lords tend to be. They don't really take themselves seriously in Japanese media whenever they like write them into a manga or anime. So I wanted to be like a little bit of a hybrid. And then my backstory is like I used to be like super lazy, so I would like lounge around in my house in just like pajama pants and kind of game all day. So I wanted to be like the lazy but competitive demon lord, and that's why my design is like really simple. I have a gray t-shirt that's like just a baggy t-shirt, and I have sweatpants, you know, as part of my main design with the coat over it, and that's, you know, call it a day. So that's kind of where the hybridization again kind of comes through. I really like mixing and matching, kind of like how restaurants do flavor fusion, where they take like cuisines from different locations and different places and mash them together. That's kind of what I did with my VTuber model. I didn't really think about that until just now, but yeah, I'm just like a mix and match of a bunch of different things. And I haven't really changed anything in my design since I first got this one, but I am interested in delving into like more costumes, outfits, things like that, other clothing types. I really want to do a loungewear design and model where, again, I'm just like in baggy clothes. I don't have the coat, things like that. Like less is more type deal. Sleepy mask was like my favorite part of like sleepy character design, so I kind of want that maybe hanging off the side of my face or like wrapped around the horns. I don't know, but yeah, stuff like that. That's basically all there is to me. That was my entire story from start to finish, really summed up.
It's funny that you
How
mentioned
long-
Gilgamesh though. I
The
would have never
first
guessed
time
that
I've
unless you
heard
told
the
me.
lore,
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Mao lore. So recently it was my like 4-year anniversary of starting VTubing. But before I started VTubing, I was like a facecam streamer. I streamed to like maybe like 2 to 3 people, and like 2 of them were like my friends, like IRL friends. I don't even remember, but whenever like Hollow Live was like incredibly popular, maybe like around like, you know, when COVID happened, I was streaming IRL, but I felt really lazy. Like I felt like I had to keep up appearance if I stream IRL with like my face on. So I was like, dang, like VTubers have it good. They don't need to show their face. They can be doing like whatever they want while hiding behind like a PNG or like an avatar. They could be straight up chilling. I was like, yeah, I kind of like that.
Mhm.
And like, you know, I watched like so much Hololive, and at that time I didn't know Niji Sanji though. But those are like usually like the 2 big entry points, I feel like, for most people. Um, and that's how I started. I was like, I didn't have a model, I didn't have an avatar, I didn't know what to look for. So like I searched online like anime boy PNG kind of thing. And I found this one like vibe that I really like. It's like, yeah, that's me. Like that edgy kind of like black hair.
Mhm.
Like I want to be cool. I want to be like
You are cool, by the way.
Yeah, you are.
Thank
What do you mean you
thank
want to be?
I want to be portrayed that way too, you know,
Yeah.
like on the internet. Obviously, I am pretty cool myself.
There we
But,
go.
yeah, I mean, and then I thought, okay, this can't be it. I have to have something, like design-wise, I have to have something that's like unique about me, right? So I was like, okay, maybe I'll be a crow. Where I live, there's like a bunch of crows. Crows are kind of cool. They're smart. They're pretty social. Um, and I'll put in some moles as well. And now it's like my signature like design of having like 2 moles under my eye, and that kind of translated to newer models as well. I started out with a PNG, and then I commissioned my own PNG, and then had that like cut and then made as a model. That was my 1.0 model, and then afterwards, it was this model right now. More recently, I got a new model that I've been using with Arium. To be honest, that one I didn't really have much of a decision on for design wise. I just got a free model essentially. There's no other way to put it. They were like,
Stonks.
"Oh, we'll give you some suggestions on like we have like these archetypes of models that we think will fit your personality and your voice." And then they showed it to me. They gave me like 2 choices, and like instantly I was like gravitated towards this one where it's a vampire. They have black hair as well, and then they had a cane, and on the cane was a crow. I was like, yeah, that's me. That's
Yo,
me.
I like that tie-in though. And to be fair,
Yeah.
I've seen you talk with the model, right? I've been around you while you're using the model. It does fit you.
Mhm.
I actually think they did a good job handing you a model that does represent you pretty well. I really like it. Your voice sounds
I
right coming out
don't
of
know
it.
what I would have done if like there wasn't something that just aligned like that. It
Right.
was actually really nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
And then I
Same,
asked
I think
them,
it fit. I think it suits you.
can I have 2 moles? And it was like,
There you
okay,
go.
we'll talk to the artist. And then it worked, you know. I was like,
Yep.
cinema,
It's cinema, absolute cinema.
absolute cinema.
Yeah, your moles are your charm point.
The reason why I started, well, first of all, I guess I've always been a really big weeb, I guess.
Mhm.
So, dude, my
Yeah.
first anime was Neon Genesis. What a mistake. Then a friend recommended Sword Art Online. I watched that, and I guess that was my introduction to just getting hooked on watching anime. I've watched all sorts of things since then. But yeah, to VTubing, the first VTuber that I watched was actually Kisano.
Hmm.
And
OG.
yeah. At first, I didn't like it. I'm gonna be real, but then I kept coming back to it for some reason, and I was like, okay, this is kind of entertaining. I fuck with it. And then I found another really old VTuber, Kaguya Luna. I thought she was like super extra, but then I don't know. I guess she turned out to be my favorite back then. She disappeared and graduated, as most older VTubers have, I think. And since then, I just kept up with VTubers, I guess. And eventually, they did this. Niji Sanji did this thing where they were having like their EN branch, and a close friend of mine. I wasn't streaming back then, by the way. I was just playing games. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, I kind of want to try out like streaming and see if I can audition for this Niji Sanji thing. Would you be down to like do it with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I've been interested in streaming and I've watched a lot of VTubers, for a really long time, so fuck it, why not? We started streaming. Like 2 weeks in, he stopped. he kind of gave up on it. I kept going with it, but I never went through with the audition for Niji Sanji. I never posted anything or anything of the sort. And yeah, then I met a lot of people. I started streaming Apex as my main game, and I don't know. I guess I just met the right people. I've made a lot of really nice friends along the way, and yeah, I'm really happy that I am here now with you guys. All things, yeah. All things considered, the outcome is really good.
Group hug. Everyone tries squeezing towards the center. I look deformed. Okay, I'm off by myself.
Also, I guess when I started off, I made something on Paint myself. I was like, okay, you know, VTubers usually have like their own designs and stuff. And I was wondering what I should go with, and I don't know why I chose lion. If you ask me right now, why did you choose to be a lion? I was like, I don't know. I just think lions are a cool animal, I guess.
Dude, I feel
And
the
didn't wanna
same
be a
way.
cowboy.
Like people ask me why am I a crow, I was like, I don't know.
I don't know, they're kind of cool.
They're cool. They're kind of cool.
Because I didn't want to be a cat boy. I knew I wanted to have like some sort of distinctive feature besides just my hair and my eyes. So I was like, okay, animal ears, but I don't want to be a cat boy. I think there's like a million of them. So I was like, okay, I'll be a lion. And then I drafted this up. Excuse my shitty artistic abilities. This was made on Paint years ago.
Yo, no, that's lit. That's
Yo.
way better than I could do. Even hand drawn.
That's yeah.
This is MS Paint? That's
Yeah,
fire.
this is something. And after that, somebody made the PNG that I used for like years. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. I don't think you've seen it, Mao. This is old Anju. And this is what I used for like, I don't know, 2-3 years while streaming Apex. I was just a PNG. I got this model very recently, the one that I'm using right now.
Aw.
Yeah, it's a baby face.
Yeah, you're so
It's a baby
cutesy.
face. And people like the ears aren't really lion ears, so people would think I'm a bear or a hamster.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck no, it's a lion.
I could see that.
And
Yeah, the
yeah.
ears are really poofy.
And then I got what I have right now. That's been my path as a VTuber, I guess.
I see you have the same necklace too.
Yeah, I kept
Like
like
carried
carrying
over.
over things. And the little scar over the nose and stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
First time I've heard that lore too.
Yeah.
Got to see version 0.1 and 1.0.
Yes,
Oh, I guess it's my turn.
This
sir.
one you gotta remember. I think you have the deepest lore.
You do.
I have the longest lore, probably.
The
Alright, everyone
longest.
grab a
I'm the
blanket.
oldest.
Yep. Get cozy.
Yeah, so I actually started VTubing like 5 or 6 years ago. I can't even remember now. Time is just kind of flying by. But I think I debuted right after like Zentreya debuted. So, but they were like the V Shoujo girls are some of the longest standing VTubers that I've ever known. But yeah, like I actually wasn't a wolf VTuber back then. I didn't have ears, but my design was relatively similar. That wasn't until like a couple of years later I decided to add a little bit more flair, because what I was before was just like a plain V-Roid model. I don't even want to show what it looks like now.
show it, show it.
Yeah,
Show it.
Oh,
You have to show it.
show
You
us.
have to show it. You have
It's
to
a
show
show
it.
and tell.
hold on. I gotta look for a picture of it because it's been so long ago since I was.
I showed my MS painting.
Yep.
Yeah, but I have
Please
to
apply.
find it. I don't know if I could. I'll link it later if I find it. But it was forever ago, and I don't know. I used to just stream League back in the day, and then that was terrible. I hated that. I don't know. I worked a full-time job while I was streaming the whole time, and I just thought like if I was doing VTubing, I'm doing it because I wanted to make something special, like something that you can't make in real life. Because I've always been fascinated with things that are like larger than life, and I think that's why like I just started to pick up VTubing as a full-time thing, because I wanted to like make a story kind of, and so far I think it's going pretty well. I think that like it wasn't until 4 years ago that I had the Wolf Hikaru start coming out, and I think I did. I'm happy I chose a wolf. I feel like I'm pretty. Am I wolf-like? I don't know. Do I
wolf
give off
inside
wolf Vibes. Ooh.
Yep.
Tears off
He's got
shirt.
it for sure.
Wait, why did you decide to be a wolf?
Yeah.
Because you said you weren't a wolf before, so what prompted this change in you?
I think it's because I always like felt a high affinity with like maybe dog-like characters. I don't know.
You
I
had
had
the
it out
wolf
in-
inside you.
He did.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I thought wolves were pretty cool at the time. They're mostly like pack animals. I've always had an obsession with things that are like super cute, like that can be super cute, but also killy at the same time. So it was like that, or pandas, or like something that can maul your face but also looks adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Mm.
The
Gap Moe.
Gat Moe.
And moving on to our final topic for this episode, the too serious meme. So there was this trend on Twitter a few weeks ago now, as of recording, where a character or a person would be like acting silly, and then someone would say, "Yo, get serious," and then the person would turn into a hyper realistic version of whatever they are. Right? It could be an animal, things like that, just some other like funny but still in like way too serious image, and then the final caption was, "That's too serious." So we went ahead and pre-selected a few from Google Images, and we've shared with each other. So I will start first. My too serious version of myself is Impidimp from Pokemon. Ever since Hikaru has called me an Impidimp, he called me an Impidimp off stream one time, and it just stuck with me. So this is definitely going to be my, yeah, I'm too serious.
Still haven't seen him in the show.
He's not really a fan favorite Pokemon, Hikaru.
I see.
He's kind of niche, but I self-identify as an Impidimp now because of you.
Good.
And then for Kuro's posted this cool little crow with sunglasses on. That's how you see yourself, Kuro? That's when you're too serious?
When I'm too serious, I'm just a chill guy, you know? I'm just a chill guy. Doing whatever. Things are happening around me, but I'm just a chill guy hanging out with my sunglasses.
I like it. It is actually the chill guy meme, but in crow form.
Looks at you with shades on.
Unbothered.
Dude.
Flourishing. Anju has chosen a very majestic lion.
I'm taking it seriously.
That is probably the perfect portrayal of the meme. Like, that is exact one-to-one what I would expect for your model being, like, in the too serious meme. This is what I see all the time.
Yeah, being goofy as fuck, and then you tell me to lock in. I'm like, okay, I'm locked in.
So stoic.
Yeah, very stoic. Majestic, looking off to one side. Yeah, looking at Hikaru's, I just really like the perspective of it. Big nose, long face, it's so cute.
Dude, it's like looking at me, I know what you are.
It is. Wait, why is this one so judgmental?
Sniffer.
Yeah, it's doing a big sniff. That is a good one. Is there any reason in particular you chose that one among all the wolf images that you probably saw on Google?
This one, I feel like when I'm leaned in and I'm focused, this is like me arching my back all the way into the mud.
Dude, the gamer fucking posture when your nose is touching the screen. I respect it.
And with that, thank you so much for watching. Where can we find each of us? You can find me on all socials at tempomaou.
And you can find me everywhere at corvuskuro.
You can find me as anjuvalse, that is VALSE, on Twitch and Twitter.
And you can find me most places as Hikaru_kun.
Let's go. See you next episode. Tell your friends and make sure to stop by for more topics and fun segments that you can engage with. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.